All right, I have a question. Did you know about the birthday book? Did you know about that? Did you know that that just came out while everything else was going on? Did you know that they came out with that? Did you hear about that? Is that news to you? Were you aware of that, or did you just find out? Do you still know? Do you even know now? Did you ever hear anything about that? Did you know that Israel bombed Qatar? Did you know that? Do you even know where Qatar is on a map? Could you even point it out on a map? Did you know that Russia launched drones over Poland? And it's the closest we've ever been to World War III, supposedly, even though they've said that about 5 billion times. Did you know that? The reason I say all this is because it seems like there's been so much in the news lately that has been completely lost on like 90% of people. There's so much that's been going on recently that isn't, it's just not even really being talked about. And I feel like that leads me to the point that I really want to make in this video. And that's that no matter how much they try to convince you otherwise, it's not left versus right. It's up versus down. No matter how much they try to convince you otherwise, it's not left versus right. It's up versus down. And it always has been. It's never been anything else. It's always been up versus down. It's not conservative versus liberal. It's not Democrat versus Republican. It's not red versus blue. Okay? It's not orange and apples. It's up versus down. And it's always been that way, and it's never changed for 1,000 years. It's been that way since the beginning of time. All right? We're talking about Babylon. We're talking about Nimrod. This is what we're talking about when I say it's not left versus right, it's up versus down. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing's changed, guys. It's the same playbook every time. Same playbook every time. You guys keep falling for it. Why would they stop? If you keep falling for it, why would they stop? Why would they do anything differently? If it works, why would they stop? You know? It's like the art of war. You don't interrupt your opponent when they're making a mistake. Unless you guys start thinking critically, and you guys stop attacking your fellow man, it's never going to stop. That's why all warfare is non-linear. Why would they fight you if they can make you fight yourself? It's ingenious. It's divide and conquer. It's as old as time itself. For as far back as you can think in history, it's always been this way. It's up versus down. But hey, man, at least we've got we've got the new iPhone 17 coming out. Did you guys even know that the iPhone 17 was coming out? Did you ever hear about that? Did you know about that? I didn't know. I didn't. Are you guys gonna buy it? Are you guys gonna buy the new iPhone 17? You know, my pastor said something today. Actually, I met with him today, and he was telling me about how he didn't have internet for a month. I think for the almost the entire month of August, he didn't have internet. His internet went down, and he's still someone that uses like a landline, so they basically just forgot about him, and they didn't really care. They didn't value him as a customer or anything like that, because he didn't really offer anything useful. He wasn't really a useful customer. They couldn't sell his data or anything like that, I'm sure. And apparently his wife said to him, apparently she said that she missed not having internet because they just got their internet working again today. And apparently she missed not having the internet. It really makes you think about, like, you know, do we really need all this stuff that they're giving us? If you buy the new iPhone 17, I definitely pass judgment on anyone that buys the new iPhone 17. Now, with that being said, if your phone is broken and the last iPhone that you've had that works is like the iPhone 10 or the iPhone 12 or something like that, that's different. But if you're someone that buys a new iPhone every year, you know, I do judge you. I do judge you. What does the new iPhone offer you? Of what use is it truly to you? What use does it truly have? Nothing. It doesn't do anything but waste your time. You know, you could say, "Oh, well, it's got a good camera." No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You're not a photographer. Why do you care? Why do you care about how good the camera is? You're not even a photographer. You don't take pictures. You know? You don't do anything. Why do you even deserve something like that? Why do you deserve an $1,000 phone? What could you possibly want with a phone that's $1,000? Why would you ever need something like that? You can't even afford it. Realistically, you shouldn't even be able to afford something like that. But again, it goes back to that idea of, do you think that the elites are buying the new iPhone every year? Do you think they care about the new iPhone? Do you think they care about the new Call of Duty? Do you think they care about the new Smiling Friends season? You guys gonna watch the new Smiling Friends? You guys gonna get the new GTA? Do you think they care about that? Of course not. They couldn't give a rat's ass about anything like that. When we enjoy our games, like I'm doing right now, or our TV shows, or anything like that, they laugh at us. They say, "Ha! Look how silly they are running around in their little maze, in their little rat race. Aren't they so silly?" They don't even see us as being human. That's the reality of the situation. That's the weight of the situation that we're dealing with. They don't see us as being human. They don't consider us to be the same species as them. When you are watching something on the internet, or when you are observing something, you need to really ask yourself, how does this make me feel? How does this information, this new information, how does this make me feel? Does this make me feel good? Make me feel bad, angry, sad, happy? What's going on, right? When you ask yourself that, it's going to answer a lot of questions, okay? If something makes you extremely upset, it's probably a psyop. If something upsets you deeply, and if something you're looking at, it just seems wrong, it's probably a psyop. And it's meant to do that. It's on purpose. It is to confuse you, distract you. That is the purpose. That is actually the purpose of the thing that you are consuming. It is to harm you. And you should immediately stop and think about something else. Because you don't want to feed into whatever it is that is actively harming you. You don't want to give that thing ammunition, whatever it is. You need to protect yourself, your soul, your psyche from evildoers, from the people that wish you harm. I talked about earlier about how there are people that hate you because of who you are. Well, I'm here to tell you that those same people are the same people who run the world. There are people that hate you. The people that run the world also hate you. They hate you for who you are, for what you stand for. They hate you for being good. That's the only reason they hate you. Anyways, I think I've said enough. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.